Alright, welcome. We're going to look at 2.NBT.5, which is adding and subtracting within 100, and we're also going to look at 2.OA.1, which is word problems 1 and 2 steps within 100. We were going over the word problems and I realized we may just have to look at the dreaded regrouping, because some people are having trouble with it. So we're going to take a look at it. So if we have the number 685, that would be 6 hundreds, 8 tens, and 5 ones. Let's not make that so big. 5 ones. We'll just make the 1 so it doesn't look like a 0. So what happens if we need to borrow? Well, if we borrow each one, anytime we borrow from a neighbor, we're always going to add 10, because there are 10 tens in 100, there are 10 ones in 10, so anytime we borrow, it's going to add 10 to the next number. So if we're going to borrow from the 100, the 6 would become a 5. So we have 5 hundreds. Then we're going to add 10 to the 8, so it will become 18. 18 tens, and then still 5 ones. Now, if we want to do this and make sure that it adds up to 685, we can take it. We can have 500. Then we can have 18 tens would be 10 tens is 100, so then 8 more tens would be 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, so we have 180, and then 5 ones. So we add these together, and if we've done it correctly, it should add up to 685. So 0 plus 0 plus 5 equals 5, 0 plus 8 equals 8, 5 plus 1 equals 6. Well, what do you know? We have 685. Now, I'm going to erase. If I can find the eraser. That's not it. Oh, there it is. I don't want a soft eraser. We'll just go down here. So, I'm going to do 685 again. So if I want to take from this, I'm going to take 110 from this. So there would be 600s. We're just going to forget about this right here. Forgetting about this. That's not there anymore. So we're going up here. We're going to borrow from the tens place. So we're still going to have 600s. And then we're going to take a 10. So it would be 7 tens. Do you remember how many we add anytime? We add 10. Anytime we borrow, we add 10, because there are 10 ones in a 10. So then we have 10 plus 5 would be 15. So 15 ones. Ooh. 15 ones. And then we'll add these together again. So we have 600 plus 70. 7 tens equals 70 plus 15. Getting a little small. And that equals 0 plus 0 equals 5. 7 plus 1 equals 8. And 685. Now, we're going to take a look at it using our flats and our longs. Remember that our flats, or our squares, equal 100 ones, or 10 tens. And then our longs equal 10 or 10 ones. And then our little cubes just equal 1. So let's take a look. If we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 400s, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 tens. So far we have 440. And we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. Let's say we want to look at borrowing 100. So if we cross this out, we have to, if we borrow from anything, we always have to add 10 because there are 10 tens in 100. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here are the ones that we added to our original 4. So in total we have 4 here, 10 here, 10 plus 4 equals 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 tens and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's how we do that. Now, if we wanted to borrow from our tens, all we would do, if we borrow from our tens, we're going to borrow one of the longs. And do you remember how many we borrow? Anytime we borrow, we have to add what? We have to add 10. So we're going to add 10 down here to the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here are the 10 that we added, that we borrowed from the tens place to the ones place. So we have 5 here, 10 here, 10 plus 5 equals 15. Now we can do this the same way. We have 400, 33 tens, and 15 ones. It's still going to equal the original number that we had. Now, why do we need to learn this? Well, we were going over some word problems. And I realized that some people were having trouble regrouping. Remember our sayings. If there's more on the floor, you go next door. If there's more on the top, you don't stop. So we're going to take a look at a subtraction problem. So the first thing we look at is there more on the floor? The floor is the sign right here. There is more. This is the floor. The bottom is the floor. So is there more on the floor or more on top? There is more on the floor because 8 is bigger than 4. So what do we have to do? More on the floor, we have to go next door. So we borrow a 10, so the 4 becomes a 3. And then how many do we add? Anytime that we borrow, we always add, you got it, 10. So it's no longer 4, it's 4 plus 10, so it would be 14. Because 14 ones, because we took it 10. So 14 ones, now we have 14 minus 8. There's 8 is 2 away from 10, so then we have 4 more, so it would be 6. Then 3 minus 2 equals 1. Let's do one more. Let's do an addition one. So we're going to have 18. We're going to have 18 plus 13. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11. But we never put two numbers in the same place. Remember, they're selfish, so we have to go up and we carry, because there's more than 10, so we have to put in the tens place. So 1, 2, 3, so it'll be 31. And if we drew it out, it'd be 1 10 and 8 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would have to take these right here, and they would equal a long. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 3 longs, and then we only have one more 1. If you look, 10, 20, 30, 31. hopefully this is helpful, and check back on Edmodo. I'll be posting more things as we see it.